Welcome to the U.A.K.U, the Universal Academy of Knowledge and Understanding, where we unlock the secrets to a limitless life. If you're here, you're ready to elevate your mindset, explore new dimensions of finance, health, relationships, and self-awareness. Together, we'll dive deep into philosophy, spirituality, and the mysteries of the universe to uncover truths that transform how we live and thrive. Ready to evolve? Let's expand your consciousness, one insight at a time. All things begin as formless potential, and it's from this unmanifest source that the world of form emerges. Today, we're diving deep into a profound topic: the transition from the unmanifest or formless to the manifest, the world of form. By understanding the relationship between these two states, we can learn how to master our experience and eliminate much of the suffering that comes from attachment to the impermanent world. At its core, the unmanifest is the cause, and the manifest is the effect. When we consciously connect to the source, the unmanifest, and gain mastery over the process of manifestation, we can create meaningful change and live in a state of peace, free from the anxiety that comes with life's impermanence. So, what do we mean by the unmanifest and the manifest? The unmanifest is the formless, eternal source of all existence. Think of it as the space between thoughts, the quiet before creation, or the potential that exists before anything takes shape. It's unconditional, timeless, and infinite. On the other hand, the manifest is what we perceive, the physical, conditional, and temporal world around us. It's the tangible result of the unmanifest taking form. Everything you see, touch, and experience is a manifestation of that original formless source. It's important to understand that the unmanifest is the cause, and the manifest is the effect. In many spiritual traditions, this relationship is mirrored in the concept of creation, the formless becoming form, the invisible becoming visible. Power of attention and intention. Now, let's talk about how we, as conscious beings, play a role in this process. The first key is attention. Where we direct our attention is crucial in shaping our reality. When you place your focus on the unmanifest, on that inner stillness, that space of potential, you're aligning yourself with the source of all creation. Next comes intention. Intention acts as the bridge between the unmanifest and the manifest. It's the force that shapes how the formless becomes form. When you set a clear intention, you're directing the creative energy from the unmanifest into the manifest world in a deliberate way. So, how do we apply this practically? Start by spending time each day focusing on your attention and intention. You can try simple exercises like sitting in silence, focusing on your breath, and setting a clear intention for what you want to bring into your life. Over time, this practice helps you become a conscious creator of your reality. Connecting to the source. But why is it so important to connect to the unmanifest, to the source? When we ground ourselves in the unmanifest, we tap into something beyond the temporary ups and downs of the manifest world. It's like having a stable anchor in the middle of a storm. By cultivating this conscious connection, we become more effective in creating change and manifesting our desires. More importantly, it brings us peace. There are several ways to connect to the unmanifest. Meditation is a powerful practice. By sitting in stillness, observing your thoughts without attachment, you're reconnecting to that space of infinite potential. Mindfulness practices, too, help you stay aware of the present moment, which brings you closer to the source. The benefits of this connection are profound: greater peace, clarity, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. When you're grounded in the unmanifest, you're less affected by the chaos and impermanence of the external world. Mastery and the elimination of suffering. Now, Let's explore mastery over experience. Mastery means understanding and working with the principles of manifestation, not being tossed around by circumstances. It requires a combination of knowledge and practice. When you consciously manifest by staying connected to the unmanifest, you transcend the anxiety and suffering that comes from living solely in the world of form. Why? Because suffering is often self-inflicted. It comes from our unconscious attachment to the impermanent, to things that will inevitably change or disappear. With mastery, you no longer depend on the manifest world for peace. You remain rooted in the unmanifest, which allows you to move through life with freedom and grace, no longer attached to outcomes or circumstances. How suffering is self-inflicted. Let's be honest, most suffering is self-inflicted, and much of it comes from a lack of self-awareness. Take financial stress, for example. How often do people worry about not having enough money or compare themselves to others? This kind of suffering often comes from unconscious beliefs about scarcity or attachment to material wealth. By becoming aware of these beliefs, you can change your relationship with money. Relationship conflicts are another example. How often do we project our insecurities or unresolved emotional issues onto our loved ones? Without self-awareness, we react unconsciously, perpetuating unnecessary suffering. But once we recognize our triggers and take responsibility, relationships become more harmonious. Career dissatisfaction works the same way. Many people feel stuck in jobs they don't like, but it often comes from a lack of self-awareness about their true passions and values. When you cultivate self-awareness, you can make decisions that align with your deeper desires and purpose. Overcoming suffering. So, how do we break the cycle of suffering? It starts with cultivating self-awareness. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, or journaling help you observe your thoughts, emotions, and actions without judgment. This clarity allows you to see the unconscious patterns that cause your suffering. But awareness alone isn't enough. You must take responsibility for your experience. Acknowledge the role you play in creating your suffering, and make a conscious commitment to change. With self-awareness and responsibility, you begin to liberate yourself from suffering. You stop relying on the external world for fulfillment, and instead align with the deeper values that bring true peace. The impermanence of the manifest world. The manifest world is impermanent. Everything we experience, our successes, our possessions, even our relationships, will eventually fade. This creates an underlying anxiety that many people live with daily. External achievements, while fulfilling in the moment, cannot bring lasting peace. So, how do we cope with this impermanence? By grounding ourselves in the unmanifest, the unconditional. This is where true contentment lies. When you're rooted in the eternal, the changing world of form loses its grip on you. You can enjoy life's experiences without becoming attached to them. Let's recap the key points. The unmanifest is the cause, and the manifest is the effect. By consciously connecting to the unmanifest and mastering the process of manifestation, you can create meaningful change in your life and eliminate suffering. So, take a moment to reflect. How can you deepen your connection to the source? How can you begin practicing conscious manifestation to live a life of peace, clarity, and purpose? Remember, the key to mastering your experience lies in understanding the relationship between the formless and the form. Until next time, stay connected to the source and navigate the world of form with wisdom and peace. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the Universal Academy of Knowledge and Understanding. If today's insights resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more transformative content on mindset, finance, health, relationships, and beyond. Let's continue expanding our horizons together, because growth never stops, and neither does the quest for deeper understanding. Until next time, stay curious and keep evolving.